One of these statements is a lie. A 360-year-old person is collecting Social Security benefits. Doge has uncovered so much fraud and saved the government so much money that we're all going to be getting a stimulus check. Or could it be that Denmark has expressed interest in buying California? Which is a lie. They all are, and they've all been in the news.
They've been in the news.
Yes, they have. Every single one of those is an actual news story.
I kind of want to hear the one about Denmark.
They're all ridiculous. The petition's organizer got the idea while vacationing in the Philippines, right? And he overheard some American tourists talking about Trump's Greenland pitch. That American, he said, didn't seem to grasp how unhinged or absurd it was for any country's president, especially in a stable democracy that the U.S. claims to be,
Right.
to offer or threaten to take over another sovereign country's territory. So he got this petition going on online. 200,000 people have signed it, but it's completely fake.
Well, there's going to come a point at which it's no longer fake. I mean, how many
Well,
people
that
need
could
to
be too.
sign on to this
Yeah.
before somebody starts taking it seriously?
Yes. And that's the same thing that happened with the Doge stimulus check thing. That's a rumor that started online and it went viral. Totally went viral.
Did it
And
say
then
how
he had to
much?
get in on it and say, well, I'll talk to the president, as if they're going to cut up that pie of their savings and then send it all to us. I don't know
Yeah,
about
they
that.
wouldn't do that.
Hell
Absolutely
no, they
not.
wouldn't do that.
But I'm curious, how much are they saying we would get?
They didn't say.
How much do you
They
think it
didn't
would
say.
be?
I
That
don't, I
would
mean, what the stimulus check during COVID was 1,500 and we were under a dire disease emergency.
that must have been nice.
But yeah, Donald Trump is saying that there's a 360-year-old person who's mistakenly receiving Social Security benefits.
At that point, let him have it.
Well, he's not. There's nobody is alive that's 360 years old, you know. And he said that there was millions and millions of people over 100 years old that are receiving these benefits, and they're obviously fraudulent or incompetent, or they're dead. I mean, come on, dude. It's not them. If there's any fraud, it's because somebody is using their dead name to receive the benefits.
So Rachel Maddow explained this a little bit.
Okay.
Basically, in that system, and I don't know exactly how this works, but in
Yes,
that system, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
If there's an error, then it puts a date in, it flags it by putting in a date that's like 1875 or
It's
something.
like a
So that,
default date. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I think, because if you go 1875 to today's date, isn't that 150 or something like that? It's the same age that Elon Musk mentioned in the Oval Office interview conversation. He's like, there are people who are 150 years old getting benefits. No, that's an
No.
error in the system that's flagged. So you go in and take a look at
Yes.
that. Not a real person. It seems
Well,
like
and
that's what's happening here.
in 2015, they put some kind of a stopgap thing into that computer program that stopped payments automatically to anybody that was older than 115 years old. So that would take care of everybody that's older than 115. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
millions, really? Now, there is fraud in Social Security. There is, but, you know, there's not millions of hundreds-year old people on the doles. Even the guy that he just appointed to take over the Social Security said, there, while that error exists, they're not actually receiving anything. And they just started this whole project where they were trying to get back a lot of payments that were made by mistake, federal payments. So not just for Social Security, but for all kinds of things. And they recovered millions and millions of dollars for that.
Yeah.
So some of this efficiency stuff was already kind of in the works until they came and they just, you know, 100 miles an hour went plowing through every freaking department there is. And all of, you know, all of this kind of stuff, all of these people losing their jobs. That is why on President's Day, people all around the country were walking outside their local courthouses. Some people were outside of Tesla dealerships. We were there on Saturday. That didn't work out that great. Um, but Monday, on Not My President's Day, when we went to that protest, even here in Brevard County, we had like 250 people.
Yeah, you did.
We really did. And there were people at every corner right in front of the courthouse in Viera, here in Brevard County, and then, come home and find on the news that it was all over the place, all over the place. It was the first time I'd ever done anything like that.
Look at this.
There I am. There
Look
I
at
am.
the,
Our friend Ken and his wife are right next to us.
All right, so there's Steph holding her sign that says "Stop Truth Decay," and then there's coolest guy in the world, aka Gary Sharon. Even the name is cool, holding a Trump sucks sign.
Very
Um,
just clear and simple.
and look at the sign next to Gary, the ones your friends have.
Oh, I
Say
know.
no to Trump, Musk, and Nazis.
He likes to call those stupid cyber trucks swastikars. That's what he calls them. And so there's always random people running around with bullhorns and they're kind of leading different chants and stuff like that. And so the whole crowd kind of gets into it. It gets annoying after a while, but it's kind of, some of them are kind of cool. So now they did have the hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey,
Ugh.
hey, ho, ho. I thought of you when they brought that up and
I
how much it
just,
sucks.
it's like, come on, guys. Let's come up with something. Come up with something good.
Yeah. But we'll
You want to
have to
watch?
do that so that when we go to the next protest, we'll have new stuff.
Yes.
Because believe me, they want volunteers to come and take the bullhorn. Nobody wants to do that for 2 hours straight.
Oh, I'm sure you
Try to
did.
keep the crowd going. You know what I mean?
Did you?
I did not. I did not.
What?
I was observing. I was observing. I just wanted to see what was going on. It's, all those people are so sincere that
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt a little bit intimidated, I guess I would say. So I didn't feel like my normal ballsy self because they were
Wow.
asking who would do it.
I expected you to tell me that you became like, I don't know what you call it, the grand poobah of the protest.
Ah, well, now I
Although,
know what the hell is up. So now I'll be prepared with cooler. Dude, I could not lead. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
no,
I just
no,
could
don't
not,
do that.
no.
Don't do
And I
that.
couldn't think of anything clever. So I just, no. I'll just be more ready for it next time.
Should we
Um,
watch the video?
yes, yes. So
Oh,
this will give you an idea of what it's like to be there with all of the chanting.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. I like
I
that one.
I like that one too.
I do too.
And
That
you know
one's a
what?
keeper.
There were a lot of people there. There were even people on
Yeah.
the other side of the road.
All four corners had people.
Wow. Now, did you get any pushback from passersby in their cars, anything like that?
It was weird when we were facing the main highway. I didn't see them. I don't know if they weren't there, but I didn't notice any. Weren't like, it was like maybe the odd somebody flipping us off and stuff like that. But we wandered around a little bit and we got to the smaller side road in front of the courthouse. And over there, according to this lady we were chatting with, people were yelling out the window and, you know, flipping them off and all this other kind
Wow.
of stuff. So I guess a little more action on that side. But I am surprised at how few there was. It really was
When
the majority of people were supportive, honking as they went by and all that stuff.
was there anybody there that just had the craziest, most passionate, whether it was sign, wording, maybe wardrobe? Was there anyone there that just stood out?
Well, you know what? Go to our channel on YouTube.
Okay.
I put a video up on Monday that is a quick, I put a short up that covers some of those signs. So
Ooh.
why don't we play that and then you'll be able to see some of them.
Wait a
Boom.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Who is that? Who is that?
Well, this is clearly Trump in drag. I believe it was, I thought it was Donald Trump when I saw the picture, but now I'm not sure.
Is
He
that
doesn't wear
supposed to be
glasses.
is that supposed to be Elon? It says dissent, but and then the crown says notorious. But
I took it to mean like they're trying to be like an oligarchy where there is one leader and
mm,
you know what I mean?
maybe this lady just likes to paint, had
Could be.
a piece of her work laying around the house. It's like, well, I'll put that on a stick and
Could
hold it
use
up.
this. Look, it's a guy with a crown pretending to be the king.
That he's got earrings. That's a guy with a crown or a homely looking woman with a crown.
I like drag queen. We could go there.
Drag queens would look better
Yes,
than
they
that.
would. They absolutely would.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Now
You know,
that's
there's the
not just
pig.
yeah, but that's not just a pig nose on Trump. I mean, they went all out.
They did. They did. Very impressive.
Oh, does that say felon? Like felon?
Oh, felon. Yes. Yeah, that was a good one. Because they
That's
had felon and
clever.
they had the F was red and then the Elon was in black. So you really
That's clever. You
got
know
the
what that
message.
building is behind them?
What is it?
That is the Brevard County School System building. That's the school board building.
For now.
You know, that whole department that they're
While the
shutting.
Department of Education is together, that's the school board building.
Oh man, it's gonna be like a skating rink in three
Yeah, there you
months.
go. There you go. No, they're gonna house immigrants there.
Not funny. It's just funny.
It's not funny, and I'm so
It's not funny,
sorry.
but it's so funny. It's
Well,
gonna
it's
be.
almost like you have to be absurd about this whole thing because it is absurd. I mean, and it's scary at the same time because it's real. This is really going on.
But you know what's actually also happening that's maybe a if you want to find something good in all this, it really is bringing people together who
Yes.
are starting to, even like myself, we're starting to pay attention. We're starting to say, wait a minute,
Yes.
I wasn't watching this before. I'm watching it now and I don't like what I see.
Well, you've got people organizing all the time. I mean, it was two times over this past weekend alone. And so there's some solidarity going there, and there's people are mad, people are upset, and the Democrats are doing nothing. So all that is doing is kind of the whole thing is gaining momentum. And I had somebody say, "Oh, you're going to those protests. That's not going to do anything. People have been protesting, and it never does any good." But you know what it does do? It let me know that I am not alone. And I could go and have a conversation with somebody and not have to worry about them freaking out because they're a Trumper. Those people shared my point of view. And it makes me feel a lot better to know that there are groups of us everywhere.
Hmm.
And so it's starting to get bigger and bigger. I don't think there's anybody on the political spectrum right now that I could see
I
running for
think
president in 4 years.
I think if Pete Buttigieg said a cuss word every now and then, it might work.
Yeah, maybe.
Might.
John from The Daily Show. He should be president. What is his last name? I
Staff.
can't believe I can't remember his
John
last name right now.
Stewart. John Stewart.
Yes, John
Staff.
Stewart, VP Stephen Colbert, or they could switch. Oh
Oh my, you're freaking my shit out right now. Wait a
my
minute.
God. We got to get on the t-shirts immediately.
What's the year of that? What would that election year be? It would 2020.
It was just 2024, so it'll be 2028, right?
Yes. Stuart Colbert. The names even
Oh my
sound
God.
good together. We are going to make a Stuart Colbert shirt and we're going to sell it. And I'm going to buy one and we're going to have a whole thing.
There you go.
Oh my God, Stephanie, that's brilliant though, because you know what?
Think about
You
it.
know what? Even people on the right, they would at least be like, them guys are funny. Let me check out what they got to say.
I don't think they lie. That's what I like. In a world where you don't know who you can trust, I know that they're making fun of everything, but I like that and I believe what they're telling me. I believe their points of view. So, people, we have got a presidency to take down and we've got some planning to do. So, Jonathan, get the pencils out. I've got the pens and the paper. Let's go. We'll
Oh,
tell you where you
but
can contribute to our campaign next time.
yes, I've heard that. Is that picture pages?
What's that?
You just quoted picture pages.
What the hell is that?
It's where time to get your papers and your pencils.
Wow,
Picture
I have no
pages,
idea
picture.
what you're talking
Skip
about.
it. Skip it. It's an old Bill Cosby thing.
Oh, well, that all means something different now, doesn't it?
You're on fire today. You're on fire today.